Hi guys, my name is Meads. This is going to be a review for the Megaman X figure by TruForce. This is the X Boost color scheme and also the 2016 San Diego Comic Con exclusive, which I got through the Bluefin but on my visit over there. And it's one heck of a convention. Really amazing. Yeah, it's one great experience. But that's, well, actually I already told about that experience in another video. But today we're gonna take a look at this particular one. Quite nice. So it's the same mold, and by now we have 4 of them. We have the normal release, the Kickstarter exclusive, I think also the Comic Con exclusive last year, and finally another exclusive of this year. So I guess they're just going with more color scheme. I wish there's a new mold, but eventually, hopefully they will get to that. But anyways, here's the box. Quite nice. On the back here we got a bit of a preview, what to expect. I really liking this particular color scheme. It looks great. And the effect part, the blast effect part is pink, different from the other release. And he does have a red LED. Yeah, I think all of them have red LED. I can't remember, but yeah. So that's pretty much it for the box. And inside, get a little bit of a preview in there. So his hands are actually red. Mind you, this is going to be a slight, well actually it is a blind review since I don't know much about Megaman X. I do know the Megaman character, but I haven't really delved into playing a Megaman or completing one. So yeah, I do apologize if I say something out of pure guess, which will probably happen. So here we get some specs here: X-Buster, reactive armor skeleton, rare torso equipment, yep, aim, chest equipment, leg equipment. X-Boost is a form where X's armor has no limit and his durability is unleashed. The boost energy from his buster and thruster increase significantly. However, it puts tremendous pressure on his body. Therefore, X-Boost can only maintain this form for 10 seconds. Oh, that's quite short. Huh. Like a special thing. Interesting. So that's pretty much it for the packaging. Let's take a look inside. Alright, so a quick comparison. We have the normal release here on the left, and we also have the D-Arts Megaman on here on to the right. Now for the TruForce, they stand about 6 inch. Your D-Arts is about 5 inch. If we're going for metric, he's about 15 centimeters. This guy is about 12.5. For 1/12 scale, typically a 6-foot person is 6 inch on the 1/12 scale. So I don't think Megaman is a 6-foot tall person. He's kind of like a teenager, more along the lines of the D-Arts. That's best for your 1/12 scale. These ones are probably in that 1/10 scale, kind of like your Iron Man, the Sentinel Iron Man figures. That's probably the best scale for that, because those are about 7 inch. So Megaman is supposed to be a little short, but that's for scaling. Anyways, looking at this too, the X-Boost does stand out quite a bit. A few things I've noticed. The jewel on the forehead. On the normal release, you can see it a lot more. Although this one, it's kind of hard to see that. It's a bit of a darker red. Same thing on to the side here. Yep. You can actually kind of see it more with a normal release. Yeah. I don't wish they went something with that. Or they put silver backing. Anyways, that's that. Let's take a closer look at X-Boost. Alright, so on this review, I may not sound as excited than I usually am. It's probably because it's the same mold, just different color. So I'm kind of repeating myself for the 4th time, since this is the 4th issue of this particular same mold. So here we go. Again, nice sculpt, really great. I like that baby blue, works well with the white and the navy blue here, that metallic finish. And actually you kind of see it more here on the shoulder. Then you got this kind of like pastel yellow and as well as red here, and you do have green, really nice. Other kind of like stamped what do you call it, like caution signs, decals I guess. And I think in the center here on his chest, irregular hunter, and they're really small. You gotta look in or maybe use a magnifying glass to see them. But you got caution there, even here on the back side. Really nice. Like those small details makes the figure even better. Other than that, the white finish here, it's kind of like the pearlish white. It's nice. Although I did notice that I kind of scratched up, like there's like a scratch mark here hitting this part of the leg. And it's there, but I managed to get rid of it for the most part. What I did is, it's gonna be like a skid mark. You can use your like a white eraser like this one, and don't use the one from the pencil. Just actually buy a good eraser and just gently rub it off. The scratch will still be there, but at least you get the paint off. So that's what I did. If you ever run into that problem, hopefully you leave enough gap at all times for the feet. Yeah, that's just a quick tip right there. Otherwise, let's go over articulation. So starting from the head here, again, nice detail. We have a double jointed neck, which gets you fairly good mobility. Then on your shoulder, they're hinged. It's actually, the actual arm is kind of like in a different, it's like the outer hinge. Yeah, but you get that mobility. You can rotate this around. There we go. Just mindful of the parts. You don't want them rubbing. And you get your bicep swivel, double jointed elbow. It's always nice to have that. You got your wrist joint, and you can actually swap them out. Yeah, let's do one. So aside from the closed fist, you're gonna have this pair of hands, and that's it. And I don't think a Mega Man needs other hand gesture. It would be nice to have them, but I think the closed fist and that's all he needs. Especially when he's jumping or supporting his blaster arm, which will go in a bit. Then you have your torso here. It seems to be ball jointed. You can bend that low, which is great. Doesn't really have much gap on here, which is always good to have no gaps, or barely gaps. Then you also have the waist. It's a bit limited since it's more of an oblong shape waist. Then you have your waist here. I can't remember if it was my original that had problem, but for the X Boost, I don't have problems with that joint. He could probably do the split, so we can kick that high. You got that swivel there, which is great. Then let's move this up here, and the elbow, or sorry, the knee articulation, which is really awesome on this one. So as you start to bend here, there's a joint right here and another joint here. And you get to see that kind of like inner gold frame. This kind of opens up, and actually, let's see, make sure I don't hit anything here. Yeah, so this one kind of moves out, that navy blue piece. That's really cool, and you get a lot of good bend on that. Quite nice. Then moving down, you have this ankle joint. It's actually, you can extend this out right there. So there's a ball joint here connected in the front, and you got that big ball joint there, which is kind of hinge, and you can even rotate this. Actually, it's another joint to the base of the foot there. Yeah, that's some crazy ankle joint there. I'm not sure if you can see that. So basically, ball joint here, a big ball joint here, and another ball joint there. And that gives you quite a bit of articulation, whichever way you want it to. So again, be careful with the clearance. Make sure you have enough and you're not hitting the sides, otherwise you can have skid marks. Not good. Alright, so that's pretty much it for articulation. Oh, before I forget, there is a gimmick on the back side. There's a flap here, which you can open up. It's always kind of tricky to do this. Probably the best way is bend the knee so you have enough clearance and open it up. There we go. It's kind of like a double hinge. There we go. So once you have that up, you can kind of extend it some more. So you get some thrusters there. Seems like it's made of that gold plastic. Then they added like another layer of gold on top, which is great. Yeah. Same thing on the other side. So I would actually recommend to bend this. You know, bend it long enough. Apparently the tip of that flap here does tend to hit that, so if just you gotta have a way to move the blue piece out of the way, that it's even better as you open the flap. Yeah, I really don't want to hit that, but sometimes you don't have a choice, like this one here. That's what I cooperate. There we go. Yeah, anyways, yeah, you got those there. Yeah, you kind of see it a little bit. Yeah, so once you open it up, you got that much gap from there now. Yeah, maybe I'm opening it wrong, but there we go. Nice ones. And I do like the details on the underside of the sole. Really great. And another thing, you can remove this backside, replace them. It is a different part. It'll be nice if you can just flip out the effect, but there's just a little gap. I mean, really a small torso there. There's really no space to put that gimmick. I'll be surprised if they even make that happen. But for now, we have those swappable parts for the back. Kind of like thrusters, helps him to jump. Quite nice. There we go. So let me set him here, and let's talk about the blaster. So this is a separate piece, which there's also an LED inside. So you might want to just kind of wiggle it out, kind of open it up. Here we go. So inside, you're gonna have this part here, which the arm peg goes in. It's actually kind of cool how they did this. So basically, there's a spring here, and when you press on it, you complete the connection. So basically, that spring is hitting that side when you turn it to turn on this device. Otherwise, you're gonna be inserting two batteries. I kind of forgot which batteries there are, but they are included on this figure, so that's great. And if you use it a lot, you have plenty of time to buy more. And they have a red film there, and yeah, it's a red LED, very bright. Just push it in there. Just make sure that spring is a little, have a little gap. Put it in, and you just turn. There we go. Quite nice. And you just turn it back to close it. We're just gonna pop this forearm here. There we go. It's kind of like the D-Arts design, although this one stays better. For some weird reason, my D-Arts blaster kind of kept popping off. So here we go. And actually, before we get to that part, there is a separate face. So it's the same for all of them. I kind of wish, well, it kind of sucks if they have an exclusive and that is the separate face. Makes it even harder to get. Yeah. So it's the same face as all of them. You have the normal, like neutral face, and you have the angry one. So to pop this out, you kind of hold on to the ears and kind of press onto his face. There is going to be a gap here, otherwise you can try to pry air, but you don't want to do that. So that's, I think, the best way. Kind of push on the face and grab from the ears. Slide it out. Take that out here, put this on here. The first time around it's going to be a little tough. I already replaced it. Just went out smoothly. And just slide this back here, make sure that's aligned quite nicely. And there we go. And now let's position his blaster and his arm. There we go. So aside from that, it does come with the base. It's your typical Sentinel base, although it's all clear. The normal Sentinel base has a black base, although the top part is still clear. You have two arms. One is for supporting the blaster effect, which we'll talk in a bit. Otherwise, you have this arm here to put onto the waist, like so. Alright, we'll just go with that for now. And for the effect parts, you don't really need it, but I just want to demonstrate that it's there if you want to have that support. So first off, we have this effect part. Again, it's molded in pink. I think the other ones are blue, yellow, and I think purple. But you got this part here. You can actually take this out. I think there is another configuration here. I'm trying to figure out. There's multiple ones. But yeah. Anyways, that part is there, and there is 4 little notches there, which goes here. There we go. You don't really need the stand, and you can hold it, especially with those notches. There we go. And let's turn this on here. Get that. Yeah, it's not turning on. There we go. So it's a bright LED. And let's see. So it does light up quite nicely. And let's try it with the other one. So this one, you got the mushroom one. And you got this. So this one goes in first. There's also notches on that. You can just line it up somehow. I think that's it. A little heavy, but it's doable. And let's see here. There we go. You got that effect. It's kind of hard to show here with my camera, but it does a little look better in person. But to be honest, the LED effect is nice for the first few seconds, and after a while, you kind of made a decision. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave that on. You kind of want to save batteries, right? So the pink effect part is great, as they are, even without the LED. But yeah, that LED is really bright. Right, so I'm just gonna turn that off for now. There we go. And yeah, let me just actually, I can put this on here. Can I? Yep. So even with that. There we go. Quite nice. And I think I've reached the end of this review. But yeah, this is a really great figure. And it might cost you quite a bit since it is an exclusive. But if you can get the normal version, yeah, pretty much the same mold. You got your blue bomber there. But the X-Boost, the color scheme does stand out, and I really like it, and hence why I got it. Oh, this is the 3rd recolor. Quite nice. That's being sarcastic there, but yeah, I really hope they've released a different mold eventually. Maybe 0. I think all of us are hoping for that, but yeah. I think that's about it for this review. It's a really great figure. I highly recommend getting it if you can. And that's about it. If you got questions, let me know. So until then, this is Meads. Thanks for watching.